Well, good morning. Welcome to Gold Fever Adventures. I'm Jack Tucker. I'm out here in the Arizona desert. Want to be doing me a little bit of prospecting today. Maybe I'll get me some buckets of dirt to haul home to run them, and I'll probably do a little bit of metal detecting. That's what I'll probably start off with, using the Gold Monster 2000. I'm just going to scour this area. There's been a lot of diggings around here, a lot of holes, and who knows, maybe somebody left a little piece of gold behind, and that's what I'm going to look for today. But anyway, I want to thank you guys coming along, sharing on these adventures. Please like, share. Hey, if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel.
Load up the truck, it's time to roll. With hearts so wild, then a come and go. Chasing the goal, we're ready for the thrill.
Just walk down here, shall we? Look at all the holes. See, they've dug into here. That's probably where I'm going to get me some dirt at. See, right here, there's like a pocket. So there's these rocks. I got to throw some of these rockets out of the way. But you see this material right here, and this bedrock's kind of coming down. That's where I want to get some material, right in this little area right here that kind of they've left behind here. They put these are all tailings that they've stacked up. They've gone down, they've hit this bedrock down here, all the way down. And then they just left their tailings. See, this is all material right here that they never took. Same with this right here. The rest of all this is all tailings, all the way up here. They've walked down through here. So they dig these holes right here, like this here. They just throw their tailings right back in the water. Up on top, this is all stuff that's worth metal detecting. There's some big mines right up there. There's a mine there. On the other side of the hill, there's a huge mine over there. But there's all these prospects that are all over this hill. Let me start off using this little gold monster and swing it for a moment, see what we can see, what we can find. Okay, full battery. I like to hunt right here. That's the mode I like to hunt in. That's auto. I don't want to be in auto right there. Perfect. Let's get going. Strong signal, but it's not gold. Probably from a cigarette pack. Yeah, that's what the gold monster will pick up. A little dinky piece of buckshot. That's down a couple inches actually, but no gold. Right there, that's what I would call as an iron cap right there. There's a lot of gold underneath that. A lot of gold that slid down this hill right here and got into this wash. Slid all the way. A lot of gold has come out of this wash. I've seen ounce nuggets come out of this wash. There's a lot of history about this area. I don't know how many Hundreds of people were out here once upon a time mining. There was a little community out here called Winchester, and they were doing a bunch of mining. If you go just on the other side of this hill right there, you'll see a bunch of old foundations where the old miner shacks were, and there's tin cans scattered all over out the place. So could you just imagine how many people were out here walking around these hills? A lot of them worked for the mines. Some of them are just out here on their own, you know, working in the nearby washes and stuff like that. But a lot of gold has come from this area right here. I mean, a lot of gold. I have seen a lot of gold come out of this area right here. But metal detecting, I didn't find nothing. Dug a few pieces of trash. It's amazing how that gold monster is so sensitive, picking up little dinky pieces of wire. That sounds really good, but no gold. Anyway, I got me a couple buckets of dirt that I'll haul home, and I'll run them that way. Maybe I got a piece of gold in there or something, but we'll have to check that out for later on. You know, I'll tell you one thing. Summertime out here, desert's quiet. You hear nothing. There's nobody around. Not too many crazy people will come out here in this heat to do a little bit of prospecting. Not too many. You know, a few of you have asked me where I get these picks from. These picks are made by Bunk's Picks of Arizona. He told me don't advertise it because you can't build them fast enough. Everybody seems to want them, but this is an awesome pick. He makes some awesome equipment. Just search him. Bunk's Picks in good old Arizona. Don't tell him I sent you because then he'll get mad at me. But anyways, these are pretty awesome picks. I enjoy it. Excellent metal detected pick. Got that scraper on it. There were some people digging further down. I think I'm going to go down there, see if I can find out where they were digging at. That's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go for a little drive. Let's go further down, see if we can find out where everybody's digging at. Finding all this gold up here. While I was right here, I just thought I'd walk up here and show you more of this old town that's just right here. Now, the main mine is just on the backside of that hill right there. That's the dirt road that goes around. That's just where I was right there. There's a little shack right there. That may have been an assay office, maybe. I've heard a couple different things, but I'm thinking it was an assay office. It's all crumbling down now. You got this foundation here. Not sure what this place was. A lizard right there. I want to think there was a toilet right here. This was probably somebody's residence, actually. Somebody important. Got really windy around here. Really windy all of a sudden. Right there's the Desert Queen mine right there. That's the header frame. And there were tracks once upon a time that went right back in there to that mine. The tracks are long gone. The mine's there. I've been in that mine before though, but they would dump the ore right there and haul it away. I can see this is a bunch of the ore that they've pulled out. They laid it down here on this metal right here. I don't know if they wanted to go through it later or what, but they pulled this out of this mine right here. Danger, abandoned mine. Oh, that's going to drop down in there, doesn't it? This is all ore right here. Let me throw a rock down in there, see if I can tell how deep that is. Oh, it probably only goes down maybe 15 feet, not that far down. They took most of it out right there. They took it down till it dies. More cuts. There's there. It's over there. These are all around here. Well, that was the clay marker right there. So if you look around, you'll probably see some more of them. Looks like one right there. And then there should be some on the other side of this wash, I would assume. They took in like 20 acres more likely. 10 acres, 20 acres, whatever they were working in through here. Look at out there too. Yeah, see, there's another pile of rocks right there. So that's what they did. They took this whole area out right here. This was their claim, what they were working. Well, I couldn't find the area where I hear other people always working. Some nice quartz veins right through here. Quartz veins anyway, running right through there. And all the way right up through here. Right up in through here. See, this here's got little oranges. So that's iron stain there. It probably runs right down in through there, and that's where they were after. They chased that down in there. There's a lot of quartz around here. Pick up a piece. You like to see the logs in there. See this orange? That's iron. Iron stain. That's a nice piece of quartz. You could almost crush that. A lot of times you can tell how deep a mine is or how far it goes back by how much tailings are on the outside. You can see there's not a huge lot of tailings here, so that's why it wasn't that deep. There's some cabling. More likely pulling stuff out of there. A bucket or something. People down in there hauling it up. So this is where they were stacking a lot of this stuff at here. I don't know why they were putting it here. Oh, look at that though. See all the darks, purples, blacks. That's why they were keeping this here. It's more of a low grade, but they probably figured they'd go through this at another time. All the garbage is over here, but the better stuff, they stacked it up over here. See, this here is copper ore here. That's copper there. Gold and copper run together, so there's some more copper right here, see? That's blue. There's some more down up underneath there. Gotta be careful when there's more blues all through here. There's a nice chunk of it right there. I think I'll take me a couple pieces of this ore home just to maybe crush it up, see if there's any gold in it. Well, I can't see where those guys are digging at, so it's starting to warm up a little bit, so I'm going to head out of here. So anyways, it was another fun adventure, so till our paths cross again, guys, all have a fantastic day. Stay out of trouble, and thanks for watching, everyone.
Load up a truck, it's time to roll. With hearts so wild and a common goal. Chasing the goal, we're ready for the thrill. Through mountains and rivers, we'll climb every hill. With the sun on our backs, we take our stand, uncovering treasures buried in this land. This gold fever's got us running wild. In the heart of the land, we feel like a child. Adventures await in the great unknown. Together we chase dreams never alone. With metal detectors singing in the breeze, we dig for the fortune, uncovering keys. With a gold pan in hand, we sift through the dirt. Each little glimmer makes our hearts surge. By the firelight's glow, while laughter rings, as we dream of the riches tomorrow brings. This gold fever's got us running wild. In as we dream of the riches tomorrow brings. This gold fever's got us running wild. In the heart of the land we feel like a child. Adventures await in the great unknown. Together we chase dreams never alone. So here's to the nights beneath the stars. With our hearts full of dreams we'll go far. This gold fever's got us running wild. In the heart of the land we feel like a child. Adventures await in the great unknown. Together we chase dreams never alone. Never alone. So here's to the nights beneath the stars. With our hearts full of dreams we'll go far.